1. Okay, I think it's ready.
Okay, all right, so I guess we're live. Guys, it's that time of the week again. It is a day before Hump Day. It is Tuesday. Today is May 22nd, 2018. I'm doing pretty good. I was trying to sleep over the weekend. Masa, how was your weekend? Pretty busy as always?
Yes, we had many player came at the LAPOM and then we play Mahjong all day.
Mm-mm. So same old weekend for us. So yeah, every weekend, we play either at actually I went to go visit Daniel Kira over at PML. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Nantono Ray from Twitter was there, so first time meeting him, played with him a couple times. It was a Mahjong weekend for me too. So yeah, pretty much I think all of us who are listening to the show, we play Mahjong every weekend for the most part. Where there's not so many actions during the week. We do our own things, we work, and we do all that. But hopefully some of the listeners out there have a special time on Tuesdays, maybe Wednesdays, depending on which country you're from. But yeah, it's Tuesday, guys, which means we have another episode of Riichi Out to Mahjong Friends. And this week, we have a special guest from Chicago.
Yay!
And, yep, so he's one of the players that we always wanted to invite on the show. It was just time because of the time difference, and we're here in LA. Chicago is, I think, 3 hours ahead of us?
2 hours.
So it's 2 hours. Okay. But still, it's kind of late over there. But yeah, let's get the show going. So I'm here to introduce Aldwin. Go with that. Or would you prefer Kyuu, your handle name? We'll keep it Aldwin here.
For introductory purposes, I shortened my name to Al, actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because
So Al.
My full name is Aldwin, tends to get butchered whenever I go, hey, I'm Aldwin,
Okay.
Otherwise,
Okay,
my
well,
alias
if that's
of
the
Q
case.
works as well.
Okay. All right. Well, so you guys, some of you guys already know him, but we'll go by Al here, or Q. So
Or Q,
yeah, from
yeah.
Chicago. So let's the same 3 questions we ask all our special guests. Quick intro about yourself. Whatever you guys want to talk about, that's random. That's up to you. But about yourself, that's 1. Question 2 is how you got into Riichi Mahjong. Question number 3 is what are your Mahjong goals? And as always, from there on, we'll have an open, fun discussion and maybe some Q&A if we get some questions in this chat. So Aldwin or Al, take it away.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Aldwin, where I would shorten it to Al. Within the Mahjong circles, I am also known as Q, and within Tenho, I add 2 letters AA for random reasons. But how did I get into Mahjong? Let's just say a certain anime named Saki.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched Saki, but when I watched that anime, I absolutely knew nothing of the game. All I saw was a game played by anime girls, and I said, hey, this looks interesting. And then one of my anime friends online hooked me up to Saikyo no 3D Mahjong. I installed that, and I tried to figure out Mahjong from there.
Okay.
And then eventually he brought me over to Tenho. And even by then, I didn't know Yaku, but I just jumped right in. But that was my early start, and oh man, looking back at that was what?
How many years ago?
Yeah, 8.5 years ago.
Wow.
8.5.
I know it's
8.5.
It's been quite a journey since then. Now my Mahjong goals right now is to become a Tenho 6 Dan, and with the way things are going right now, I'm kind of feeling it. I think I can get there. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things I could say with my fingers crossed. But I'll just see how it goes.
Okay.
What other Mahjong goals can I throw in?
No wonder he
Possibly
does a
win a
lot of
tournament.
cons.
Hmm?
Q likes to do cons a lot. No
Yeah,
wonder.
it depends on con timing.
Just kidding. Okay, go ahead.
Well, on the topic of cons, I say that don't do them randomly. It's more like you gotta have a reason. You gotta have a purpose to call those cons.
Yup.
Yeah, that's true. As long as there's a reason, it will be validated.
Exactly. Other Mahjong goals, hopefully win a tournament or at least make a cut first. You know, I've come close before, but it's just things just didn't work out that way. You know, tournaments. You know how some tournament formats are. You know, the top 8 thing. I mean, Masa, you know exactly what that's like,
Yep.
right? So, by the way, again, congratulations for that
Thank
one.
you.
Right?
Yep. We're the Dallas Fort Worth Mahjong
Good old Dallas.
champion.
Haha.
But for Chicago, do you guys have any tournaments coming up?
Unfortunately, no. That's in fact that I could throw that as another goal. Is to have
Nice.
to have a separate tournament here that's not piggybacking ASEN. And then if I check my records, ASEN, how many ASENs did I do with Mahjong?
Oh, before that, I have a question. What's ASIN?
Oh yes.
Yeah, let's go over
What is
ASIN.
ASEN? Ah yes, that's quite the acronym.
For the people that do not know.
Correct.
That happened over the past weekend.
ASEN is an acronym for Anime Central, and it is an anime convention. You know, one of many big ones across the country. Essentially, it is pretty much an equivalent to your AX, Anime Expo.
Anime Expo.
Yes.
Equivalent to maybe Fanime in the Northern California area.
Right.
So it's a big anime convention.
Right.
Anime
Sakura
Central.
for Seattle. Sakura-con for Seattle. You know, you name it.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them out there. So for the past several years, so Al has been running a Mahjong panel booth.
Not really a booth.
Teaching. I guess a game. From
room.
the pictures,
A
room.
room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would consist of teaching new players, and I hear there are something like a tournament going on.
Yeah, pretty much. Checking my record, this was our 8th year doing it.
8th year. Wow,
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah.
So pretty much when you started Mahjong, ASEN was, you guys kind of like started together, grew together in a sense.
Pretty much. And the funny thing about the Chicago group is that I never started it.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Again, part of my early stages of Mahjong was, okay, who in Chicago plays Mahjong? And I actually searched through Anime Central's site, and it listed the Chicago Mahjong group. And I go, I should go there. You know? This was back in 2010.
Okay. So the club that you're in right now is the same one.
Yes.
Okay, and it's been going on.
We kept it going.
So yeah. So you said you started in 2010, but the club was already there. How long has the club been existing?
To be honest, I'm not sure. Maybe 1 or 2 years.
Before that.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 years. I've never truly asked.
Oh, I see. And how many players do you guys have? Let's split that in 2 questions. How many players were there when you first started, and how many players are there now?
Okay, when we first started, I'm trying to remember. Okay, I remember when I first joined, they were playing just one table, but they had they had extra players nearby, so probably about 4 to 6 when I was there. But who knows? There could have been more, but they were just busy or whatever.
I see. Yeah. And
But
now,
now, it was this was pleasing to see is that we got up to 3 tables. Last week Saturday we had 3 tables, and I was like, wow, I was happy. I was happy to see that.
Now, among those people, so 3 tables times 4, which means 12, right, including you. How many of these members are, I guess, newer to the game? And how many of them? How many of them are there since you started?
How many have been newer?
Yeah, like relatively new. People that are, still trying to get the feel of the game, maybe memorizing the yakus, being able to point out their own hand, like point wise, fu wise, one, and how many people are there when you first started? Like the old school guys, the original guys. How many
Okay.
what's the ratio?
Let's see. Those who still cannot know Yaku, 2 to 3 maybe. I'm not. I
So
cannot.
majority of them already know how to play.
Yeah.
Let
Pretty
me
much
let me ask some
most everybody. Oh yes,
stuff.
yes. Go ahead.
Since Q is working really hard on the online, and he
Very.
is making a lot of right now I'm showing the Mahjong Wiki, and what was this like Mahjong? How do you say those?
Which one?
Read it.
Oh, Reddit.
Reddit.
Okay.
Reddit.
So it seems he's good at the spreading those information, and then probably he's good at the teaching too. So are you guys teaching for new players like often?
For example, ASEN, Anime Central.
Yes.
We use Anime Central as our big recruiting tool because it's a convention. There's a lot of people, and we'll encounter new people. In fact, that happens every year. And you know what? A good portion of the club right now is built on that.
I see.
In fact, some are more dedicated members we have met through ASEN, and they're still here.
Yeah, persistence. 8 years, growing strong. So that's, I guess, the result of consistency, I believe. And there's several outlets out there where people have blogs, people have their own websites, their own channels, their own videos, and everybody has their own thing, right? They have their own little project, so to say. And I guess tendency is something that we're trying to avoid is having consistency in content in stuff like that early on, but then thing called life comes in the way, and you kind of fade out. Maybe it becomes like a monthly thing, and then every other month, and maybe every year, maybe every other year, and then they kind of disappear, right? But knowing Q, and if you guys ever check his blogs, which we have a link in the comments or in the description below, if you check the dates, he is really consistent.
Yes.
Right? And then the quality of the stuff that he says, and then that I believe that shows what ASEN is like. 8 years growing strong. We'd like to ask you more questions on who's the main, I guess, organizer when it comes to running ASEN. But if it's been going 8 years, you've been 8 years, I have a feeling that you have a strong opinion on that. And 8 years, I mean, right, what can I say? It's consistency, and the result seems to be showing for your group. So yeah, I mean, 8 years. So are you do you consider yourself the leader of the Chicago Mahjong group, or is there like other partners? Because like let's say Las Vegas, right? Green Dragon Mahjong Dojo. They have 3 people. We had 2 of them on our show as guests, but they have another person. They're kind of partnering, so it's a group effort. They're running it. Certain other clubs, I think they're individual, single person that's a leader. How about Chicago? What's the situation in your case?
Oh, the situation is officially the club was handed to me 2 years ago because the previous leader got a little too life kind of took over for him. Yeah. And he had to hand over the leadership to me, where not funnily, that's a new word. Where I oddly call myself captain,
Oh, okay. So captain now.
But I do count on some members to help maintain consistency along with me. You met Takahiro, right?
Yes.
He was with me with WRC, and then as we both visited you guys. Having him around has been very helpful. He, keeps me on task, you know,
Hmm.
keeps things main maintains enthusiasm. It just helps us
Uh-huh.
keep going.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
and it's not just Taka. It's pretty much the rest of the group.
Okay.
Anytime I call for mahjong on now we do Saturdays, it's just everyone shows up. And,
Mm,
Nice.
that's
right,
awesome.
and to see that happening week after week, it's just
Uh-huh.
it's just a big giant group pull.
Yeah.
You know, the
Hmm.
only thing I really do is just I was like, hey guys, we're gonna do mahjong here, and then everybody, anyone who wants to come,
Uh-huh.
come on over.
Hmm. So,
But like,
when you guys
oh yeah.
play Mahjong in Chicago, do you guys have a specific location that you guys meet up every week? Or, as the group leader, do you have to find places and just announce it, say, oh, it's going to be here this week, and next week it's going to be so and so?
For the most part, we pick the very same place where I found that club, and that was a Starbucks up at Streets of Woodfield.
Ah, okay, okay. So every Saturday, you said you
Yes,
guys meet
now
there.
we used to do Wednesdays, but now that we moved to Saturday, we play a lot more.
Uh-huh. Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh,
How do you guys retain new players when you guys play at Starbucks? Because a bunch of people go there to get coffee and
Hmm.
read a book and just mingle. But I'm assuming if they see three tables of people playing mahjong, some of them would probably get a little curious and interested, right?
Right. Um, let's just say playing at a Starbucks, we've encountered a bunch of people go, "Hey, what game is that?" You know,
Oh, okay, okay.
and then we tell them
So people are getting interested.
again. But
Hmm.
that's your usual Starbucks customer, I guess.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, by the way, this show is brought to you by Starbucks. No,
Unofficially.
unofficially, by the way. No, no.
So we know what's powering Al here
A lot of
for this
coffee.
time because it is a little late over there. So he is sponsored by Starbucks.
Yeah.
not
And
not
by
in
the way,
also
this
Seattle.
is
Starbucks,
Not in
yeah,
Seattle.
I know, not Seattle, but you know what? This
Seattle.
Starbucks has been very friendly to us. You know,
Nice.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's awesome. That's
you know,
awesome.
they don't. I mean, consider this: we spend about, how would I say, anywhere between 8 to 10 hours here,
Uh-huh.
and we just keep playing mahjong all day into the evening, all the way till closing, and there just hasn't been any. Not once have I seen or heard a complaint about
Hmm.
us playing mahjong there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's nice.
so it's pretty much our comfort spot. But once in a while, I do switch us over. We just pick a
Uh-huh.
different
Uh-huh.
spot. Just to
Oh,
like,
okay.
how would I say, mix things up.
Okay, okay.
You know,
I see.
sometimes,
Mm.
sometimes it does get dull coming to the same place over and over again,
Mm.
right?
By the way,
Yeah.
Hugh, I'm showing
Yes.
the picture on the screen with you guys playing the mahjong with the eye mask on.
Ah,
Are you guys playing those like
this was Apex.
occasionally?
No, no, no. The funny thing with Anime Central, especially on a Saturday night, God, this has been consistent for the past at least 3 years. Let's just say Saturday we do mahjong, and then into
Uh-huh.
Sunday, right?
Uh-huh.
Guess what? We don't go to bed.
Uh-huh.
Right, we
All
stay up
right.
all day, all night.
Mm.
So to explain the picture is that tournament play was done,
Uh-huh.
and we
Uh-huh.
just wanted to have a little fun. Fun mahjong.
Mm.
Do
Mhm.
something silly maybe.
Mhm.
For this year, they came up with playing mahjong blindfolded.
Oh,
So
so
Yeah,
mobile.
mobile
yeah,
only.
mopai mahjong.
Oh, how many tombos were there?
A whole bunch. I didn't get the pleasure of playing this myself, but
Uh-huh.
within that picture, you do see Takahiro.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Unfortunately, I cannot see which picture you're showing.
With the Eto pen on the middle and the Taka
There's
too.
an etopen in the middle. Okay,
But this is
but yeah,
very interesting.
but yeah, this. Oh,
Yes, hello?
okay, sorry. I was clicking through to see the pictures. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yep,
Okay,
yep,
good.
we hear
Okay,
you loud and
okay.
clear.
Um, just just to see, just to see what I'm. Okay. Okay, there it is. There's the pictures.
Yeah,
I
so you
mean,
guys
yeah,
have
they've
joint
had
math.
stumbles. They,
Mm.
I think a real victory was actually winning a hand while in this phase.
Oh.
And then to verify whether a hand was valid, somebody else actually had to like look and say, "Hey, that's a valid hand or not."
So you guys get to be Ichikawa for a day.
Pretty much.
One of the earlier opponents of Akagi for you Fukumoto fans out there. There's
But
always a blind mahjong player in a lot of the animes, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it does take a certain talent to do that. Oh,
Yep.
I cannot even imagine what that is like. But
Mm.
yeah, they did this for what about a good 2 to 3 hours.
Oh wow.
Well,
How many hanchans?
we no probably maybe 1.5. I don't know, but either way, because it was multi,
Yeah.
they just couldn't play as fast.
Yeah. I mean, just your initial draws, right? That's gonna take
Uh-huh.
X amount of minutes to just sort it out. And even though if you do sort it out, you don't remember where you put certain things,
No, no.
right?
If you notice,
We're all,
one of the pictures has Takahiro in the yellow shirt.
yeah, yeah,
You see, like those Haku facing the wrong way.
Yes,
yeah,
we
yeah.
saw it.
He could, Mopai with Haku, he couldn't tell which side was which.
Because it seems like he's doing a con right there.
Oh no, he wasn't. Oh no, he wasn't. He just didn't know which side the Haku was.
And also, right now I'm showing your Chicago area Twitter page, and I see the photo with playing the Mahjong at Northwestern University. Do you guys go
Yes.
there often?
That's a hidden blessing for us.
Oh,
We met an individual named Han, who's on his way to Japan right now. But
Mm.
just last month, he told me about a group of people over at Northwestern looking to play mahjong, and I'm going, wow, that's an opportunity to try to start a club there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So over the past few weeks, we've been supporting them. Either I come there myself, or Taka joins me, or we bring more people over.
Mm.
And
How far is it from where you usually are?
from Schaumburg, oh gosh, at least an hour.
whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, an hour drive at least.
but to teach or to spread mahjong, see, again, this is where the consistency and the willpower comes in. Like all our guests, everybody has a strong will to spread mahjong, and then yeah, Q drives an hour away. So
Well,
the
for me, it's
university
easy.
student. Oh, okay, okay.
For me, it's easy. It's 20 minutes
Uh-huh.
for me.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's from where you guys usually play, it's about an
Yeah.
hour.
hmm
I see, I see. Okay. Well, are these new university students? Are they all new, or are there like a couple people that already know?
Actually, relatively new. Although the individual who introduced me,
Uh-huh.
he learned really quickly. He
Oh,
learned very
okay.
quickly. But as far as this Northwestern group is concerned, they're relatively new.
Okay.
They're
I see.
they're still in that Yaku learning stage.
Oh, okay, okay.
But
Mm.
just seeing them, they're quite enthusiastic about mahjong. So guess what?
Uh-huh.
We'll be able to help them with that.
Yeah. Hmm.
And again, I saw this as an opportunity to create a second group. Well, not a second group, another group within this area.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because Chicago's like LA,
Okay.
in terms of
Yeah.
size.
Uh-huh.
And also, I see on your Facebook page, which recommending round one in Fox Valley Mall.
Yeah.
I heard you guys
Oh.
go here.
Oh wow, you saw that one?
Yes, it's on the
That was a
Facebook.
special session. One of our members requested for mahjong to be hosted closer to Aurora, which is about an hour and a half from me. No, not an hour and a half. About an hour away from me, where I live.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And we hosted Mahjong there just because there was a request, and it was a good location. In fact, I'd like to do it again.
Hmm. So I think round one has been mentioned once before, right,
Yeah.
Masa, in one of our
Yes.
shows? It's been mentioned before.
In fact, for you guys,
Yep. So round one, I don't know. Maybe there might be something that we might be able to do
Maybe.
because they have multiple locations.
yeah.
But the more feedback we get, the more interesting things might get. So I guess we'll try. We will.
Well, in general,
think of
don't.
something.
Okay, in general, don't be afraid of using public places.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
In
again,
general, yes, because.
oh,
Mhm,
speaking of which, this one member that whose name I'm not going to mention just because
mhm.
privacy. Um,
Okay, okay.
She found us at the Starbucks. She just randomly joined us.
Huh.
Mainly because she's already been playing Mahjong, but a Chinese style.
Uh-huh.
And then she saw us playing Mahjong at Starbucks and goes, "Hey, can I play?" Okay,
Huh.
And then she
So without
adapted to
knowing the
Riichi.
Riichi rules
She sat down.
or the Riichi, she just jumped right in, started
Yeah.
playing. So how was that? Because I personally noticed that there's a lot of people that do play or did play Chinese style mahjong. They
Uh-huh.
pick up the game real fast.
That's because the the backbone of Chinese and Japanese styles,
Yeah.
they're quite not too different.
Mhm.
Scoring systems maybe are widely different, but as far as gameplay goes, it's it's quite uh it's quite comfortable to go from one or the other. In fact, I had the pleasure
Yeah.
of trying out Chinese myself over
Uh-huh.
just about 2 months ago,
hmm
and I felt it right at home.
The 13 tile, or I guess you
Right?
end up with 14, but that concept's the same.
Yeah.
Mm.
Unlike American. Oh boy.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to
slightly
start there.
But by the way, I found a couple things on your Facebook on the right hand side with the group files. Those Yaku example and those Yaku list. Those are very nice. Who made it?
Oh, Takahiro.
Nice. He's a hard
Again,
worker.
he's been quite instrumental in with the club. He's taking on a lot of work that I
Yes,
suppose
and
I should be doing or did do.
or the closed
And he
Yaku,
just
open Yaku
yeah,
with like color, and also
it was great work.
yeah, he's doing really good work. And
Very good.
Also on the comment, one of our member Ixi said hi to Q.
Hello. Wait, who? I'm not even seeing the YouTube.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, I say hello.
Okay. じゃあケンジ君
Yeah. So since
go ahead.
since Ixi, we brought him up, we have a question from him that we
Oh yeah, go
received.
for it.
Yeah, usually we have some Q&A stuff towards the end of the show, but this is a good time because we already mentioned his name. So he was asking, or he said, in Chicago, this Chicago area, you guys have Takahiro, who was top 40 at the WRC 2017 in Vegas.
Yes, you did a fine
Right.
job.
And then we also know that Hiro, aka Mofu Mofu, which has visited LAPOM once, participated in the Dallas-Fort Worth Mahjong tournament the other day,
And you'll see him next week.
we will see him again next week at the LAPOM anniversary Matsuri or festival, and he will be part of the Rankers Carnival as mentioned. And so what Ikshi pretty much asked is, you guys have so many well-known players, right, that are good. And of course, he's not leaving Q out because you're also 5-down on Tenho, right? He just wanted to make sure that was there. But is there a secret to the Chicago area's toughness when it comes to Mahjong?
Interesting.
Is this question. I mean, maybe 8 years, a club
secret?
existing that long, that could be a reason. But maybe, there's some other things that some of us don't know about.
Oh.
That maybe we could learn from.
I wouldn't say secret. It's just location. We have a big city here,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just lucky to have these people with us. For example, as mentioned, Hiro.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Hiro is that one, he's a Japanese national,
Mm-hmm.
and he's in this country on a work visa.
Mm-hmm.
And just about a couple anime centrals ago, he found us playing mahjong, and
Oh,
and
so that was the first contact.
yeah, that was
Decent.
him and his cosplay.
Mm.
But ever since then, he's been willing to come over to play with us every week. And if I thought my drive was long, and by the way, my every week my commute is about 40 minutes.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hiro's commute is far longer.
Oh.
Yeah,
But the love for Mahjong,
I know.
and I guess the bond that you guys kind of, started and continued, again, consistency, right? I mean, that all shows at the end of the day.
I suppose to finally answer that question, like, what's that secret? We just keep our mahjong fun,
Nice.
you know? Well, the one thing, I suppose there's some clubs that do like ranking stuff. I think you guys
Yes.
do it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do that as well.
Well, we don't, just because we generally don't care, We
Mm.
want our mahjong about as comfortable as possible for anybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, we still play hard against each other.
I see.
It's a mix of competitive / casual.
That's
Uh-huh.
kind of new.
Yeah,
Usually,
because,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I think what Masa was trying to say is we see two types of players,
Mhm.
right? A type that just enjoys it because it's an
Yep.
awesome game. That's one. And two, they know it's awesome, but at the same time, they're competitive by nature.
Oh yeah, and you know
Right.
what? We
So-
balance it too.
Yeah. So the competitive people want to play more competitive among their competitive opponents.
Yes.
Right. So I think that's why we have a league. We split it up to motivate those in that way, because that was not only was a like something that we thought would be the solution, but it was also by demand. That's what we heard, and if we hear enough demand, we'll give it a shot, and it's been working for us.
Right.
But when it comes to Chicago, you're saying that it's not really that. You guys don't have a league right now, but it's because people already have fun and they're good as is. But at the same time, these players are already competitive. I guess they know how to flip the switch on when they have to.
Oh yeah, because just to let you know, we did consider like some kind of league system, especially this year. But then we decided no, we don't want to turn our club play into rank stress. If you get my drift. I mean, I felt it with Tenho. There are times when even in Tenho I end up hating the game, because it's just so frustrating.
Yeah, that pressure, expectations, and
right,
and all that. So, interesting. But yeah, 8 years, at least minimum of 8 years. 8 years since Kyuu has joined the club, and been several years since he's taken lead. Having fun seems to be the key. That's the secret, or quote secret.
Well, that's how you keep it going.
Yeah. Fun always has to come first. In one of our new chats, ND Thigh112 mentions, I don't understand what type Q's in, LOL. So I'm assuming this is a player, right? That's a Chicago native, cheering you on today's episode. So would you like to answer that question? What type would you be?
What type of player am I?
Yeah, which one would you fall under?
Anything I want, I suppose. That's what I'm gonna. That's how I'll go with it.
Adapt accordingly.
Hey, in L0, I am competitive as heck. In a tournament, same thing. When I play casual mode, I'll still try to play hard. But if I lose, so what? End of the day, I could play some more. Let's see. To add again, even if we play relaxed in club play, we still play to win against each other.
Yeah.
But when we lose, we take it for stride.
Yeah.
no hard feelings. The
Yeah.
game is how the game went.
Yeah. Do you guys hold any like study sessions or things like that on the side?
Um, that's actually a recent development.
Ah, okay.
We've taken you know how you guys do on online Thursdays do game review,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
right? And then
Uh-huh.
I did one session with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I decided, well, both me and Taka, we thought, hey, we could do it amongst ourselves. So
Mhm.
we have our own 10-hole lobby,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and then we play together there. Then we get to look at our own high-fives and review there.
Nice.
Ah,
Nice.
We
awesome.
can't do it with real tiles because A, we don't take videos, and B, we don't take records.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So it's really difficult to do it there. But online,
Mm.
again, 10-hole as a tool
Yes.
is very instrumental with that because at least, you could go back and look at a replay and go, hey, what are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was
And
one
so
of
on and so forth.
our main purpose to start doing those
Yeah.
Tenkobu, to review the game and then find out what you could have done better.
Yeah.
So, which is really good. Nice.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, we haven't done much of that lately, only because of Anime Central. We got a little busy, but
Mhm.
we'll be doing more of these.
Mm. Well, it's cool that there's a 10-hole room that you guys have just for your
Mhm.
club.
Yeah, just for
Like,
us.
not the main one, not the open public one, not the
Right.
447 one that yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
And I
Mm.
heard Q, you are recording all your Yakuman on the Discord or
Oh
somewhere,
yeah,
putting like numbers like
in our blog.
in your blog. Where is
Oh.
Hey, you know me. I like my Yakuman.
So how many Yakuman you won so far?
In Tenho only, or real life?
Oh, in the real what's in your blog?
Eh. Personally, I've scored 4 in real life.
Okay.
In Tenho, 40.
40.
Tenho is rather crazy that way. But likewise, I decided, hey, Yakuman are good. I'll list
Yeah.
everybody else's in my club. Like, who scored this and who scored that. Oh, it was crazy one weekend. Like, 2 people scored Daisangen in 1 weekend. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
that was one magical weekend.
Oh.
So what
Yeah,
kind
it
of
won't
Yakuman?
happen.
What's your favorite Yakuman?
Sushiho, the wind-based.
Oh,
Yeah, I love that one.
I see. I like
It's
Kokushi.
funny, I just scored
witnessed
2
that.
last week. That felt good. But
Didn't someone get a 2 ESO at ASEN?
oh yes, Kevin. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw the post.
Hadaka Tanki. Like, oh. I had the pleasure of actually witnessing that because my game finished and I walked over and I go, oh, look what's going on here. Then he sumo. Then sumo happened. Oh. Good old Suiso.
Is there a Yakuman that you've never won yet? Including Tenko, because you've done 40 on Tenko and 4 on live tiles, so.
I'm chasing these. Shinroto is quite elusive to me. I've only been tenpai once.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what. I've been hit by it twice. Both of them silly time, but yeah. Sukansu, obviously, those are lifetime ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that. And naturally, Tenho Chiho.
Oh,
Okay.
not yet.
Shuden?
Oh yeah, Julian. I got one of those.
Oh, you got one of those things.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Oh.
It's funny, when I got Tenpai, I thought I would never get it.
Was it a Tsumo or no?
Oh, Ron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I have all my Yakuman archive on my Wiki page.
Uh-huh.
Club Yakuman in the club blog.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Yakuman are fun.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
They don't happen often.
What is your next goal as a Chicago area Mahjong club? What's next?
Oh,
After
the next,
ASIN?
after ASEN. Well, one, again, the new Northwestern Mahjong group. They're just starting. In fact, they literally just started last month.
Oh, really? Which one?
Northwestern.
Northwestern.
They're
The
not on the
university,
map.
the one that you were, the one that you were mentioning earlier.
Oh,
We'll be looking to support them as much as possible. Also,
nice.
hopefully the Yakumen.
The Yakumen.
Yes, they are also a Chicago area group.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Yakumen.
Yeah,
That's an amazing name.
I know. It's like a parallel to the Watchmen. But one of their core members had to leave because of work. You know, he
Oh, okay.
He too transferred to Seattle.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
Seattle taking a lot of people from here. But that's okay.
Mm.
Life, people go where they need to go.
Yeah.
I'll look to support them as well. Oh, also in Milwaukee, I have one player there. Oh, she is quite enthusiastic. She won an ASIN tournament. She's been hooked into the Mahjong ever since.
Mm.
So once or twice a year, we go up there to Milwaukee.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Driving?
Yes.
Mm.
In terms of
See it in
distance,
whole face.
it's probably from where you guys are in Gardena to probably about, San Bernardino, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's quite far. And then Northern Illinois.
Mm.
Where, I hope to support them as well, which...
Mm.
So it is the Riichi is getting hot over there.
Well, yeah, again, widespread. We got Mahjong players all over the place.
Nice.
On top of that, I know there are players in the city, but I've yet to fish them out.
Mm.
Because as a player base, we're mostly suburban.
Mm.
So a group within the city would be great. That's only if we could find them.
Mm.
Let's see, what are the goals? Again, as mentioned, we would love to run a Chicago tournament here.
Uh-huh.
The same order, just like Dallas, just like Seattle, just like New York, all these other places running tournaments.
Mm.
And I'll confess, I feel like I'm being left behind. But that's okay. Everyone works at their own pace.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I know you mentioned that is one of your goals, but what has prevented that from happening? Like some states, we know, it's because of the costs.
Cost is
the venue is a little expensive. Okay.
Yeah, cost is a big one. Experience with finding hotel venues. That's something I don't have right now.
I see.
Because again, piggybacking ASEN, I don't have to do that. We just go in, bring our Mahjong tiles, and then set up, and then boom, we have a tournament. Very easy. I suppose as an analogy, it's like riding a bike with the, what do you call those?
Training wheels?
Yeah, training wheels. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So to host our own tournament, we got to take those training wheels off.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I say we'll get there. I mean, and the beauty is we have enough people support to do it.
Yeah. Mm. Backbone. So, and then I guess because of ASEN and your own groups, because they're so tight knit, even when you guys go, work, life, whatever, if they have to branch out, they're pretty much planting new seeds coming from the main Chicago foundation or flower or whatever you want to call it. So I guess it's going to continue to grow, right, in the Midwest.
Oh yes.
Mm.
Well, here's a funny story about that.
Oh.
Years ago, just to let you know, I think in 2015, our group fell down to three. You know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, people got busy. People moved away. One member moved to Tennessee,
Ooh.
Okay.
and somewhere along the line, he had me promise to visit down there
Uh-huh.
for the anime convention there. And I said,
Okay. Okay.
okay, okay,
Uh-huh.
1 year I'll go.
Uh-huh.
And then I went down with another member who will be joining you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. We went down to MTAC, which is Midwest Tennessee Anime Convention.
Uh-huh.
So that's their convention. And we brought our mahjong, set
Uh-huh.
up a table, and waited for people to like be curious enough to sit down and learn.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. And the thing is that um, my companion, the people we thought were his friends, whom he
Uh-huh.
met through his travels.
Uh-huh.
Let's just say he's visited a lot of conventions, so he knew some people.
Oh, okay.
So we found some familiar faces, taught them the
Mhm.
mahjong, and then when we left, within about a week or two, I saw a new Facebook group for this Tennessee over in
Okay.
Nashville. Yeah, so
Oh,
like, oh, new mahjong group.
just like that.
Yeah, just like that. It was like, oh, we helped this
Oh.
one of our members. He was looking for mahjong, and good, we set him up with some. I just
Mm.
hope they keep. From what I heard this year, they've been playing on a semi-regular basis.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Not sure what
So
their
it seems,
frequency is, probably monthly or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so many teams or groups out there.
Hmm.
Which let's see. Here's a question from me.
Yeah.
I know last year it was called the Best of the West, and we limited to the Western teams. But
Hmm.
next President's Day weekend, Team Chicago.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see you guys?
Good question. The problem is getting us to travel.
Yeah,
You can
that's
drive.
always the thing.
Well, yeah.
Chicago.
I would love that. When it comes to traveling, I love road trips.
Yeah, Route
Uh-huh.
66.
On 2015, I did two of them, and I look back and I go, wow, I enjoyed that.
Mm.
In fact, for the upcoming New York tournament, I am willing to drive people
Oh.
over there
How
with
long?
me. How long is that drive? Oh gosh, let's see, 6 hours to Cleveland and then another 5 more to New York. Yeah,
Whoa.
about 11.
Half a day.
Yeah.
That's without the stops, right?
Well, thankfully, when I did my road trip to New York, I actually stopped at Cleveland and stayed over at somebody's place, then brought him over with me to play at that
Oh,
tournament that
okay,
year.
okay.
Wow.
So it's nice having mahjong friends in other cities like that.
Nice, nice.
Hmm. That way, I did not have to drive the full way in one sitting.
Maybe you guys could set up the margin set it in the car.
Hmm.
Then 10 hours would
That'd
be
be crazy.
nothing.
Just to let you know, I found people in Ohio. Well, not Columbus, Ohio.
Oh,
So that's another goal. I hope to get mahjong going there.
Nice.
yeah. The
So
more
he's
teams,
working
the more
hard.
merrier.
Yep.
Again, consistency. Willpower and consistency. Might have to change your handle name to to that from Q.
Yeah. That might be a little too much. Although I could embed it into the meaning cue,
Yeah.
make it my definition. But
Uh-huh.
for the most part, again, together as a group, we've been maintaining our consistency, just week in, week out. We come in and play mahjong all day
Yeah.
with no league, no nothing. We just play.
Yeah.
We just
And
play.
still having fun.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Have fun, drink coffee, and do other things.
Mhm. Do you
Heck,
guys
with
do
the-
things outside of Mahjong? Like
Outside
on
of
other days?
mahjong, yeah, once in a while to take a little break here and there, bowling.
Oh, okay. Bowling.
Actually, it's been a while since we've done that.
Oh, again, round one.
Yes. Oh,
Another thing
well,
that you guys
me
could do.
personally, I take my breaks going there. Now plays a few games.
Oh, okay.
I'm a DDR player, just to let you know. Very fun.
Uh-huh.
Um, but yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, as far as our play location, we do mix it up.
Okay.
Next month we're looking to schedule a picnic, and
Oh, really? Oh, that's pretty
yeah, we
nice.
did this two
Weather's
years
good.
ago. We did
Mm.
this 2 years ago. It was great memory. So we'd like to
Oh,
do it again.
oh. Nice little retreat, I guess.
hmm Well,
Mm.
at the same time, it's also like I hope to be uh, a farewell session for one of our members who's transferring
Oh,
over to you guys.
to our location?
Yeah, to your location. He's moving.
Yeah, but nice friendship.
Yeah, very much so. And
Yeah.
and you know what? That's the other thing. Sure, I lead a mahjong club,
hmm
and we play together. And you know what? Because we see each other week in, week out, I consider my club good friends of mine.
Yeah. At some point, it kind of feels like an extended family,
Yes, very much so.
right? Yeah.
And because of that, I'm able to open myself up as a person to them,
Yeah.
whereas I
Yeah.
haven't done it with many people. But
Uh,
especially these guys. This is where I first started doing that, and then
mm,
yeah,
yeah.
it feels great to have this base for me,
Yeah.
on a personal level.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I mean, just we always say or reference mahjong when people ask us, "Hey, what is mahjong?" Right? And then
right.
in a game standpoint, I usually say it's a cross platform between like poker and chess. There's elements of both, right?
And Gin Rummy, don't
Um,
forget that one.
yeah, yeah, and
Right.
rummy as well. So
hmm
it has all these aspects. But when I try to describe it as a social tool, not just a game,
Yeah.
we always say it's like a communication aspect
hmm
because you are playing with not another person, but three
Three others.
other people in total, right? And then you have to read. Sometimes you have to read their movements, so you
Movements,
get to kind of
their
yeah,
choices.
exactly. Yep. And
And
then
you
it
know
really
what?
shows what kind of person they are.
And you know what? I think I can kind of quote. I think it was Yamai Pro,
hmm
Hmm.
where as an analogy, he compares mahjong with life itself. Not not perfectly, but again, you're just one player against three players making decisions just as you are,
Yeah.
and what you decide and what they decide determines the game outcome. So in a
hmm
sense,
hmm
when people play mahjong, they're also exploring life itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you meet new players when you go up against when you start a new hanchang.
hmm
You might have to say farewell to some of them. It really comes down to,
People come and go,
yeah,
right?
people come and go. Yeah, we have that analogy too. Like mahjong
Yeah,
really represents life.
right.
You as an individual, obviously.
And as a
Um,
group,
yeah, and as a
yeah.
group, and it does change you. I mean, being as you mentioned, be more social. That's definitely changed you in your. I don't know if you would consider mahjong just your leisure or
A
kind
mahjong
of
career, I guess,
passion.
at this
Yeah,
point,
to at this point, right? So
right?
it changed you on and off, pro and non-pro. As a
And as
person
a
as a
person,
whole.
yes,
Yep. And I think a lot of the group leaders out there would say the same. Like, all our previous guests and the guests that we're going to have in the future, I think we all have that mindset.
yes.
And, that's one driving force for us,
Yeah.
for Mahjong players. And it's the deeper you get into the game, the deeper it gets.
hmm
Does that make sense? The deeper it gets, the deeper it gets. But yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
never-ending journey, right?
pretty much.
Yeah. So that's amazing.
So if anything, to all the new leaders out there, you have a lot to look forward to.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
made it nice episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was a pretty deep one. Because
Again, you
like
mentioned the Vegas group. I was happy that they're forming out there. Same thing with Oklahoma.
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
these new
yeah.
groups.
All these other groups.
Hmm.
Northwestern. I hope I look to help them.
Yeah. So if any new teams are possibly forming or you could influence to form, and if you have, some know-how, it's, a great man once said, with great power comes great responsibility.
Mm,
I take that to heart.
yeah,
So we do whatever we can if it's within our reaching distance. Even if it's overseas, we try to do what we can, send certain things, um, providing more content and, you
support.
know, yeah, so for whatever
Yeah,
we can do to grow this community. Because, even though Al's been in the scene for almost 10 years, 8 years already, almost 10, it's relatively new here in the States.
yeah.
It started, of
You
course,
look
from
at a
China,
map.
and then, yeah, it spreads out to all these other countries. And then, the specific one that we emphasize in is Riichi, and obviously that started in Japan, but that style has been in Europe for quite some time. So yeah, we're the babies here. We're the newbies.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but having that original, startup mentality is extremely important,
Hmm.
whether it be Mahjong or not. So I think there's a lot of things that we can learn, we did learn, and we will continue to learn. And not only we could implement this in Mahjong, but in our professional lives as working
Yeah.
for a certain company. Some of us may be individual, owners of a certain store, restaurant, online business, whatever it may be. A lot of these things would be applicable. And, I learned from one thing, implemented on the other. Like same thing, the other way around too. Whatever I learned from work and my past professional experience, I implement that at LAPOM.
Hmm.
Um, and then same thing with Masa, same thing with Jinko. We all implement all our past experiences and continue to grow that way. And we just got another, I guess, certain way definition of what that may be by asking Q and his experiences. I would say, again, I've been mentioning this multiple times, but the word consistency, guys. That's not it. It's not just that, but I mean, it is pretty important. It's crucial. Consistency, not everyone could do it. That's also another thing. Only certain people, I think, could follow through all the way for, dang, almost 10 years, 8 years for Q. So that's amazing.
Well, at the same time, no person can do this alone. They need help.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a growing community. We help each other. We will continue to do so. Um,
Well, here's
yeah,
to 10 more years.
yep, 10 more years. By the time
Yeah.
we're grandpas,
We can look back and
pass it down
say
to
we
the next
did this.
generation. Yep. Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me looks forward to that.
Yep. Again, consistency will be very important. I'm sure that we will see you in 10 years.
Hey,
We might
LAPOM, we'll
have
give you a
to,
visit sometime.
yeah, team tournament. That if the current groups right now continue to play for 10, 20, 30 more years, we're gonna be able to make a Masters League or the Silver League, whatever we want to call it, right?
Something.
Players 16 years old and above.
Mhm.
We could actually do that right now too, but
Well,
it'll be
on
more
that
fun.
note, on that note, I'm gonna I'd say advertise the North American Open
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
because we are packaging that as our big continental tournament.
Mm-hmm. The annual U.S. Open. This will be the
Annual.
inaugural.
To be honest, I don't know how frequent we're gonna be doing this tournament. Maybe every 3 years, just like the WRC.
Okay, I see.
We could be doing annual, but I don't know whether
Yeah,
we can do that. But
yeah.
it's something we'll see.
Okay.
But either way, this year, yeah, it's the first one, yeah. That we're.
Yeah, this one's going to be important.
I plan to go, and I've been especially with ASEN, I've been like talking to people like, hey, so and so, would you like to go to this tournament?
Yeah.
Trying to encourage
Hmm.
and all that.
Hmm.
We'll see how
Yeah.
big this one.
So yeah.
In a sense,
So the U.S. Open.
yeah. North
I
American
think
Open.
yeah. North American Open will happen in. I think there was
October
a
11th.
Yep, the date's finalized, but some more details. We are all waiting so we could, you know,
Make more detailed plans, yes.
yeah,
They
get
should
our
be.
paid
They
time
will be
off,
coming up soon.
PTOs. Yeah, and then once we get closer, we do want to invite somebody who will be running that.
Hmm.
Maybe we could do two. Maybe we could do one before, and we could do one after.
Ah, yes.
Maybe the same person, because this is the first one, right?
Hmm.
And I know the guys running it. You guys are already experienced. Some of you guys are already experienced in running tournaments at this size, but because this is the first one, that's going to be labeled as a North American
Open, yeah.
U.S. Open. Yeah, the big one, right? So
In a
stuff that a
sense,
lot of our players
in
can
a
look forward
sense,
to.
sorry. In a sense,
Hmm.
it's like our mini WRC.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
for the U.S.
yeah. Well, Canada, but actually we're
Yeah,
inviting Europe too. But either way,
yeah. Okay.
lots of people.
Yeah. Yep. More tournaments, the better. But yeah, so today's episode, we got in pretty deep. We also got a slightly sneak peek. We've been mentioning this multiple times before, but the U.S. Open, the North American Championships will be happening this year. So got a little glimpse of that. Time flies again every Tuesday. Time
Yeah.
flies. It's already the hour mark. We have to come to an end. I think we answered all the questions that we got on and offline as well. Oh, we do have Gail Clark from Arlington, Texas, that's saying hi.
Hello.
Hey, so shout out there. Any last words, Al? Any last mentions that you want to do
Again,
before we close it out?
to my club, it's been a long journey,
Hmm.
and it's been great walking with you guys. Again, you guys are the best people I've met.
Mm,
Me?
yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
friendships and families. Yeah, we feel that every day here too. The more we see these guys, the more close we get to them. Some of them are younger, some of them are older. So it really is like a family. I have a bunch of younger sisters and brothers at LAPOM. I have a lot of aunties and uncles.
Hmm.
So we're all one big happy Mahjong family.
Sounds like,
But
oh yeah.
yeah, so we're gonna have to make a reality show one of these days.
Oh, that would be fun.
But yep. Any last questions or comments, Masa?
Yes. Well, I have one comment. We have on the Lapon group page. I actually made a survey for who should we invite for the guests for reach out to the Margin friends. So for the
That's a good way to do
listeners,
it.
you could add some of the new names, or you could just vote for someone. So please
Hmm.
check it out.
Yeah, the list is on right now. I see. So the top is the most voted. So we got Daniel, aka Daske from PML. We don't have anybody from that group yet.
Speaking of which,
Pretty sure.
speaking about Daniel, he visited us this weekend.
Yep. ASIN
Yeah. Oh
tournament.
yeah, he won it.
Rumor has it he won it. So yep,
Congratulations, Daniel.
Congratulations.
that might be it. Try to work out his schedule because I know he gets busy. So yeah, some of the names are familiar. We got Nicole from Mahjong News. She's in Europe,
Mhm.
so that's going to be a tough one. That one we might be able to record it
Maybe.
whenever is convenient. We might take that approach. But yeah, all these names, just keep on adding the names, guys. If you add the name, we will definitely reach out to them at some point, sooner or later. Some of the names that we have, yeah, familiar names here and there. Seattle, Florida, one of our own, Aruto, that went to Japan. And we have some big names in there too, some pros,
Jema.
and some people that are crucial to the Mahjong history here in the US. Tom Sloper's name's there too. Daina Chiba, which I think everybody knows right now, his name. One of the few, providers of strategy books. Yep. So if you guys haven't checked that out, definitely do so. It's free. It's online. Check that out. So definitely, we are looking at the poll. It's a never-ending poll, so keep on adding your names, guys. You could feel free to add your own name if you want to represent your club. We want more exposure to everybody out there. We're going down the list, guys, so don't be hesitant.
And
keep on posting those names.
Last question for Kyuu.
Yes.
So, are we a Mahjong friend?
Oh, we've been Mahjong friends for a long time, Amasa.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. Hey, Masa, remember, we helped you guys move.
Oh, yeah.
How long has that been now? Oh,
about a year.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We'll
Thank
do
you,
it again.
Kyuu.
We'll do it again sometime.
No, we don't want to move again.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's a lot of work.
Well,
Too much work.
it's always good to upgrade.
Yeah.
One of these days, if we get big enough, afford our own
Stadium.
Location. Yep. Something along that. Our building. Each floor will have a different rule set.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Your own
So,
your own Mahjong ladder.
Yep. Sky's the limit, guys. You got to start somewhere. Start at somebody's home. Start at, we mentioned Starbucks. We mentioned dive bars, dine bars, sports bars, the park. Anywhere. You got to start somewhere. Online.
In fact, let's think of Michelle Frizzle. Remember how she started?
Yep.
Yeah.
Our first guest, Michelle.
She was all alone in Atlanta.
Some people are born into it.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
And then,
so, got to start somewhere, and then just keeps on growing. Consistency, passion, willpower, energy, mobility. The list goes on and on, but
it's worth it.
It's worth it. Yep.
It's all worth it.
Words of wisdom for a player that has been in the game for 8 years and going strong. We will see him again very, very soon. We will see him in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and we will play when we are all grandpas.
All right.
Yep. So, that's the end of the show, guys. I think this episode was we went in a little deeper than usual. Everybody out there that's listening to us live, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Some people out there, I know you guys watch or listen to the recordings the next day or whenever you guys have free time. But yeah, definitely, keep on playing, keep on reaching, and eventually you'll get 40 Yakumans like you.
Fun. Tanoshi.
Yep. Tanoshi. Having fun all the time. Okay. We got a last minute comment, I think, from Gail. I am a mom, so yes, Miss Gail. She has a question. Are you focusing on Riichi? Will you invite other styles? Passion for the game. Yep. So
I'm opening up to Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
I got a taste of it. I said, okay, it's good.
Yep.
I tried American. It didn't work for me. Sorry to say.
I see.
I'm sorry to say about that.
Yeah, we got to give it a shot though. But as for
those ladies were nice though. Very nice ladies.
Yep. But as for the podcast, we did have Michelle, and she does all styles of Mahjong. We definitely want to have more variety, more exposure. There are some Chinese players that I personally know, and Gail seems like you are more of a Chinese Mahjong player. You know what? Masa?
Yes.
I think we might have a possible future guest.
Gail, right?
In Gail Clark.
Why not?
At some point.
I endorse that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, this is a pretty raw show. We do everything on the fly. As long as there's a good reason and it makes sense and it's for the community, we will definitely do it. So Gail, if you haven't followed us already on like Facebook and whatnot, send us a message
Get in there.
and we'll definitely get back to you and we'll find out a time and date. Well, the date's gonna be it's gonna be Tuesday for sure, but whether it
Sometime
be
later.
the next coming months, yep, sometime later to be announced. So, oh, hey, look at that.
What happened?
Donnie.
Donnie.
Hi, Donnie.
Donnie.
Hey, Donnie. We were just playing.
Yeah, Donnie Clark. Okay, it makes more sense now.
Uh,
Put two and two together. Huh, amazing. Hey, that'll be pretty cool. I don't think we've ever had, well, I mean, we're relatively new at this, but, having a mother, son, or, some kind of relative, that'll be pretty interesting. We might be able to do that.
Yes.
Hey, anyways, Gail, if you are interested, we are definitely happy to have you on. You could bring Donnie along as well. That is up to you. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Definitely do that. So, yeah, send us a message if you're interested. If you're not, we don't have a camera here, so you don't have to be camera shy. You just gotta be microphone friendly, I guess. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. But yeah, again, we had a really nice talk today, a little deeper than usual. If you guys have any questions regarding the Chicago Mahjong group, if you guys are in the area, all the information to the group and I think Q's Twitter's on there too.
Yes.
So yeah, all the information's there, you guys. Just go ahead and click them. Give a shout out to Q, aka Al, or Al, aka Q. When you guys have a chance, click on that thumbs up. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. So again, once again, thank you, Al, for being on the show. I know it's late over there, but we will.
I love you,
Yep,
Q.
thank you. All right, but yeah, so see you guys next week and
Play on.
keep on playing. Yep. All right, guys, see you next time. Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye bye.